Hello students, welcome to the third part of codes, standard, specification and the procedures. Myself Shankho Ghosh, Assistant Professor of Automobile Engineering Department at Dr. Sudhir Chandra Sood Degree Engineering College under the JIS group. Today we'll discuss on the topic of codes, standards, specification and the procedures. Third part of this topic. This topic is taken from the module number 11 in the name of Common Application of NDT. This topic is taken from the subject of non-destructive testing and the application. This is the 7th semester of automobile engineering students subject and the subject code is AUE 705A. This is an elective subject. Before starting the today's class, in the previous two classes we discussed on codes, standard, specification and procedures, and we also covered the various type of standards those are used internationally and the agencies of the standards which is covered the various type of standards. And then we already discussed the Indian standard for NDT methods, international standards for the NDT methods. Today in this third part of this code, standards, specifications and the procedures class, we will discuss on the ISO standards and then discuss the various type of standards those are using for the various NDT methods. So students, let's start the today's class on the third part of codes, standards, specification and the procedures. So let's start with the ISO standard for the quality system. The International Organization for Standardization, the International Organization for Standardization or ISO, the Technical Committee ISO or TC 176, quality management and the quality assurance deals with standardization in the field of generic quality management, including the quality system, quality assurance and generic supporting technologies. So student, the ISO basically deal with the standardization in the field of generic quality management, those are including the quality system, quality assurance and the generic supporting technologies. The standard which provide guidelines on the selection and the use of this quality standard also come under the preview of this committee. ISO or TC 176 has so far published 12 ISO standard on quality system and supporting the technologies. In addition, ISO or TC 176 has prepared a series of committee drafts or CD and draft international standards or DIS. This ISO/TC 176 has prepared a series of committee draft or CD and the draft international standards, that is DIS. A CD is a document circulated for study within the ISO technical committee or subcommittee. When the committee finally reaches an agreement on the text, it is sent to the Central Secretariat for the registration and the publication as a DIS or Draft International Standards. This DIS is circulated to all the ISO member bodies for the voting. If 75% of the votes cast are in favor of the DIS, it is accepted for publication as an international standard. It is accepted for publication as an international standard. The quality system standards based on the ISO 9000 series. These are gaining importance the world over. More than 55 countries have already adopted these standards. Already 55 countries adopted these standards into as their national standards. Further, around 50 countries have applied for the quality system registration or certification from the ISO or the International Standard Organization. The ISO 9000 series are standards containing the guidelines to all activities concerning manufacturing. Guideline to all the activity concerning basically manufacturing, that is from marketing, designing, purchasing, process, inspection and testing, handling, storage, packing and delivery, quality audits, etc. towards achieving the total quality of a component. So this ISO 9000 series are standard containing guideline to all the activities concerning the manufacturing, that is from marketing, design, purchasing, process, inspection and testing, handling, storage, packing and delivery, quality audit, etc. It also helps in identify the weaker link in the chain of activities. It also helps in identifying the weaker link in the chain of activity and in translating the requirement to reality and in translating the requirements to reality. There are five standards in ISO 9000 series. The ISO 9000 standards provides some basic definition and the concepts and summarize how to select and use other standard in the series. The effectiveness of the good management resulting from the adoption of ISO 9000 standards and depends largely on the carefully recording of all non-conformity and the action taken for corrective action. The ISO 9001, 9002 and 9003 are these standards pertain to external quality assurance under contractual situation. The ISO 9001 ensure the conformance to specified requirement during design and development, production installation and the servicing. So student, the ISO 9001 ensure the conformance to specify requirements during the design and development, production, installation and servicing. The ISO, this ISO 9001 require procedure for design control and the verification. It requires procedures for the design control and the verification. It is worth noting that about 60% of failures have been attributed to error in design, specification and planning. These documents aims to prevent the such failures. Next is the ISO 9002. This is used when conformance to specified requirement during the production and the installation is to be ensured. The ISO 9001 is used when the conformance to specify requirements during production and the installation is to be ensured. The ISO 9001 is used for the quality assurance and conformance in final test and the inspection. The ISO 9004 containing guidance on the technical, administrative and human factor affecting the quality of product and service. The ISO 9004 contains guidance on the technical, administrative and human factor those are affecting the quality of product and service. These standards is only for internal use and is not to be used in contractual situations. The standard ISO 9000 lists the essential elements in some detail that make up a quality system, which is starting with the responsibility of management. Various sections are devoted to each aspect of the quality system, that is marketing, design, procurement, production, inspection, material control, documentation, safety and the use of statistical methods, etc. So there are the various sections are devoted to each aspect of the quality system, such as marketing, design, procurement, production, inspection, material control, documentation, safety and use of statistical methods, etc. This standard could be used to evaluate a company's progress. This standard could be used to evaluate a company's progress towards a fully implemented quality system. Careful understanding of the ISO 9000 series of standards shows that it is prepared based on the common sense. It contains nothing that the good management would not subscribe to in any event. The main impact of the standard is due to its assumption that quality is everybody's business. The main impact of the standard is due to its assumption that quality is everybody's business. An organization cannot comply with ISO. The organization cannot comply with ISO 9001, 9002, 9003 and 9004 unless this fact is clearly understood and accepted at every level. This is the reason why adoption of these ISO 9000 series standards has resulted in a complete cultural turn around in many organizations. The main thrust or implementation of the standard is to allow this turnaround to be as smooth and painless as possible. It would be worth maintaining here that Bureau of Indian Standard has its standard series, that is Indian Standard has its standard series IS 14000, which is came as ISO 9000 series standard. So it would be worth mentioning here that the Bureau of Indian Standard or BIS has its standard series IS 14000, which is same as the ISO 9000 series standard. The ISO 14001, ISO 14000, 14001, 14002 and 14003 standards are identically to ISO 9000, 9001, 9002 and 9003 respectively. The IS 14004 is even more comprehensive than ISO 9004. After this, knowing the international standard quality aspect, now we discuss on the various type of standard according to NDT method. There are the 8 types of NDT methods. Number 1 is visual inspection. Number 2, LPT or liquid penetrant testing. Number 3, MPT or magnetic particle testing. Number 4, ECT or eddy current testing. Number 5, UT or ultrasonic testing. And number 6 is RT, that is radiographic testing. Number 7, AET or acoustic emission testing, and number 8 is thermographic testing. So in between these 8 NDT testing, first one is the visual testing. So this visual testing is only depends on the eye, which is sensed by the human, So there is no standards. The standard is starting from the LPT. So there are the seven type of standard according to the NDT method. That's the LPT, the liquid penetration testing, MPT, magnetic particle testing, UT, ultrasonic testing, RT, radiographic testing, AET, acoustic emission testing, ECT, eddy current testing, thermographic testing, and radiographic testing. So let's start with the LPT or liquid penetration testing. This LPT, the IS standard is IS 3658 or IS 3658, which is established in the year of 1981. It describes code of practice for liquid penetration flow detection. Code of practice for liquid penetration flow detection. Next is MPT, that is a magnetic particle testing, and the codes are and their description. IS 3415 is to 1987 describe glossary of term used in a magnetic particle flow detection. Number 2 is IS 9709 is to 1980, and it means code of practice for magnetic particle flow detection. Code of practice for the magnetic particle flow detection. Third one is IS 6994 in the year of 1981. It means code of practice for magnetic particle. The code of practice for magnetic particle flow detection of whales. Next is IS 6410 in 1971, means specification for a magnetic flow detection ink and powders. Next is IS 6752 in 1972, means code of practice for magnetic flow detection of the wave of ferrous pipes and tubes. Next, IS 7749 in 1975, means recommended practice for magnetic particle testing. Recommended practice for the magnetic particle testing and inspection of steel forging Next is IS 10543 in the year of 1983, means dry powder magnetic particle testing. Next is IS 11655 in 1986, means stray flux testing of ferromagnetic seamless steel tubular products. Next one is IS 12147 in 1987, means it recommended the practice for wet magnetic particle examination. So these are the standards for the MPT or magnetic particle testing. Next is ECT or eddy current testing. First one is documentation of MTD 21 within bracket 3534. It means glossary of term used in electromagnetic eddy current testing, which is printed. Next is IS 6398 in 1984, means code of practice for eddy current testing of seamless ferrous pipes and tubes. Next is IS 11612 in 1986, means code of practice for eddy current testing of non-ferrous seamless pipe and tubes. Next is ASTM E 309/87. It means eddy current examination. It means the eddy current examination of steel tubular products on of steel tubular products using the magnetic saturation. Next, ASTM E371-88 means electromagnetic eddy current examination of nickel and nickel alloy tubular products. Nickel and nickel alloy tubular products. Next is ASTM B426-88 electromagnetic eddy current examination of seamless and welded tubular product austenitic stainless steel and similar alloy. Next is ASTM E243-85 means electromagnetic examination of seamless copper and copper alloy tubes. Next is ASTM E690-85 in situ electromagnetic eddy current examination of non-magnetic heat exchanger tubes. Next is RT, this is radiographic testing. IS 2478 in 1987 means glossary of term relating to industrial radiography. Next, IS 2953 in 1985 means glossary of term used for interpretation of wells and casting radiographs. Next, IS 1182 in 1983 means recommended practice for radiographic examination of fusion welded bar joint in steel plates. Next, IS 2595 in 1978 means code of practice for radiographic testing. Next, IS 2598 in 1968 means safety code for industrial radiographic practice. IS 3657 in 1978 means radiographic image quality indicators. First revision. Next, IS 4853 in 1982 means recommended practice for radiographic inspection of fusion welded bar joints in steel pipes. Next, IS 7810 in 1975 means code of practice for the radiographic examination of resistance spot welds of aluminium and its alloys. Next is UT or ultrasonic testing. Ultrasonic testing means where IS 9664 in 1981 means code of practice for ultrasonic pulse echo testing by contact and immerse method. Next is IS 4225 in 1979 means recommended practice for straight beam. Recommended practice for the straight beam ultrasonic testing of steel plates. Next is IS 42 IS 4260 in 1986 means it recommended practice for ultrasonic testing of Bart's weld in ferritic steel. Next is IS 4904 in 1982. It means the calibration block for evaluation of ultrasonic flow detection equipment. Next is IS 6394 in 1986 means code of practice for ultrasonic testing of seamless metallic tubular products by contact and immersion methods. Next is IS 7949 in 1986 means code of practice for ultrasonic testing of ferrous welding pipes and the tubular products. Next, IS 7666 in 1975 means recommended procedure for the ultrasonic examination of ferritic casting of carbon and low alloy steel. Next is IS 8791 in 1978 means code of practice for the ultrasonic flow detection of ferritic steel forgings. Next is IS 11690 in 1986 means the method for ultrasonic testing of steel plates for pressure vessel and the special applications. Next is ASTM E106587A means the guidelines for evaluating characteristics of ultrasonic search units. Next, ASTM E31785 practice for evaluating the performance characteristics of ultrasonic pulse echo testing system without the use of electronic measuring instrument. Next is ASTM E42871 in 1985 means fabrication and control of steel reference block used in ultrasonic inspection. Next is ASTM E100184 means practice for detection and evaluation of the discontinuities by the immersed pulse echo ultrasonic method using the longitudinal waves. Next, ASTM E21468 1985 means practice for immersed ultrasonic examination. Practice for immersed ultrasonic examination by the reflection method using the pulse longitudinal waves. Next, ASTM E57882 in 1988 means practice for ultrasonic angle beam examination by the contact method. Next is ASTM E79787 means practice for measuring thickness by manual ultrasonic pulse echo contact method. Next is ASTM E500-86B means terminology relating to ultrasonic examination. The next is AET or acoustic emission testing. The IS means glossary of term used in acoustic emission, which is printed. IS means recommended practice for acoustic emission inspection during the hydrostatic pressure testing of system under preparation. IS means recommended practice for acoustic emission monitoring during the welding, which is the under preparation. The next is ASTM E569 means acoustic emission monitoring of structure during control simulation. Next is ASTM E1139 means acoustic emission from metal pressure boundaries. Next, ASTM E610 means definition of term relating to acoustic emission. Next is ASTM E650 means guide for mounting piezoelectric acoustic emission sensor. Next is ASTM E750 means characterizing acoustic emission instrumentation. Next is ASTM E976 means guide for determining the reproducibility of acoustic emission sensor response. And next is ASTM E1106 means primary calibration of acoustic emission sensors. Next is thermography. ASTM E1311 means minimum detectable temperature difference from the thermal imaging systems. Next one is ASTM E1213 means minimum resolvable temperature difference for the thermal imaging systems. And next is ASTM E1543 means noise equivalent temperature difference of thermal imaging systems. So students, this is the complete classes of codes, standards, specification and the procedure. So after completing these three parts, we understand about the code, standard, specification and procedure. In standard, we also learn about the various type of standard those are used in internationally, and the agency under and divide the standard into the agency which has the various types of standard. And then we learn about the Indian standard for in NDT testing, international standard in NDT testing. Then we covered the ISO standard for the quality checking, and then we discuss the various type of standards according to the NDT methods. So students, from the next class we'll discuss on a new topic. So till then, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you so much students.